Y'all, more adventures in Omaha Craigslist. I think this is just going to be a short one. I think I did the last one about the person called No Name, and I guess I should touch on this a little bit to make it not too short. I also put my resume in the resume section of Craigslist, and I've gotten back a few, but like it's mostly those ones just saying like if you want a job, like call me or email me back or something with no details about the job. Let me say I've gotten 5 responses on my resume. 3 of them have been like that, and 2 of them have been job descriptions. And one of these is really good from Frank Weeforth about a management position, and has the list of duties, and even has the salary and wage in here, so that makes it seem even more legit. Not really interested in office work, and I don't think that this is part-time like I said, but like people, that's why I justify the right. Yeah, it's not even, it says hello and then space and then comma, so it's like just like people do the resume blasting on sites, employers will get on Craigslist and do the job blasting. So people that disagree with people doing like the resume thing where they don't read the description and just send their resume to whomever and like, just cast as much bait as you can and hope that you get a bite. I mean, they discourage people from doing that, and then there are employers who do it. So like I say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If both sides are doing it and it's ultimately not hurting anyone, then fucking go ahead and do it. Like, sending out your resume without reading the description works just as well as going on Craigslist and posting to anybody who has their resume posted without reading the post. Same. Another one we're going to talk about is James Kittle, Kittell. This email said, this is from my, just in general, like I'm moving there, like, what's up with the area. James said, you sound all set up to sponge off food stamps. You don't sound retarded. Sorry if we're retarded. This is his wording, not mine. So why don't you set up a job that you can walk into when you get here? So I doubt with the insult right off the bat that this person actually genuinely cares about the time and resource investment that it takes to get a remote job. That usually entails going back and forth from location to location to be able to go to the interviews in person and whatever other job events, rather than doing what I usually do and just moving to the area and seeing what happens. The way that I do things is that I look into the resources of the area so I can have myself pretty much like a good thing going on. So if the job search doesn't go well, I still have something. And if things really aren't going well, I know not to invest any more of my time and just peace out. It's much more about the experience of going to the area than trying to jump into any kind of commitments. So, with that being said, of course there's all kinds of quippy remarks that I could make on my end, being kind to people and minding your own business costs $0.00, and you could have done that instead of going out of your way to insult a random person on the internet. And how sad your life must be to feel like you have to find fulfillment in tearing other people down. But what I did is a new thing that, people are saying you should employ, like killing with kindness. So I said, blessed be, and sent a burning sage gif, and, let that be that. So usually when things like this happen, this means that this person's not going to like me and they're going to remove my post, which is fine because it's still very far out, and this is just helping me get a feel of the area. But so far, most people have been decent. The people that have had extended replies have been quite decent, even though I had a disagreement with one of them. So far, based on the OMAHA Craigslist, these are still like mostly cool people. Of course, the internet has the tendency to attract more garbage behavior because people are hiding behind the anonymous screen persona. There's a whole book about that, which is how the internet has developed into its own culture separate from offline culture. But yeah, it's like a lot of my energy has shifted. Like a few years ago, I would probably be ready to blow up at people like this, but now things are just so much more important, and people like this don't see how much more important other issues are. So it's like you really have to. Well, you don't have to. I feel like I have to feel bad for them to an extent. Of course, they made their choices. They didn't have to do this, but it's so sad that they don't see like all the other greater issues going on to feel like they need to go around harassing people on Craigslist. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all later. And I definitely suggest if you post on Craigslist a lot, and I think that adventures in Craigslist or whatever you want to call it should definitely spread out and be a thing. So please share with the world your Craigslist escapades. And I'll see you later. Take care now.